Hey y'all, so I'm going to review the SWV and Xscape show. I don't have any notes, no notes. Okay, I've watched the first and second episode. I'm gonna just try to remember everything off the top of my head, and I'm just gonna point out some things that I want to talk about. So I don't know too much about SWV and the behind the scenes of their group. So I'm really just going to and it didn't seem like they had that much drama, to be quite honest with you, except for that Coco is the lead singer, and you know, if she doesn't sing with the group, you know, they really can't move forward because it can't just be two of them, you know, unlike like a TLC, and rest in peace to Left Eye, they continue to move forward with just Chili and T-Boz. That's my girl T-Boz. So I'm really not going to focus too much on them, but I want to talk about Xscape and the dynamics of Xscape. Okay. So we all know that Xscape was like hot in the 90s, okay? Y'all remember when Xscape was on the box? Let me tell you, Your My Little Secret used to stay on the box. Oh, that's the baby back there, y'all. Stay on the box. Stay on the box. They wore Your My Little Secret out on the box, okay? But, you know, I like Xscape. Tasha and Candy, I believe, you know, are the ones that's always like at odds, okay? And, you know, as I'm watching the show and everything, and I watched their previous show, and you know, you just hear about Xscape. This is no shade. I couldn't be in a group with Tasha. The way she's being portrayed on television, I don't know if that's her in real life, but the way that she's being portrayed on this show, I couldn't be in a group with. I would quit. I would not be in a group with Tasha. And let me just say, Tasha looks good. You know, Tasha, her hair, Tasha, she looks good when she show up on the scene. Really good. But I just could not be in a group with Tasha. You know, they tell us in elementary school, your attitude determines your altitude. And it is my opinion that Tasha's career hasn't gone as far as it probably could have because she doesn't have the right attitude. That's just my opinion. I'm sorry, Tasha. How you doing, Tasha? But it just seems like you don't have the right attitude. Tasha, you come off as a diva without and this is a no shade because Tasha can sing, but Tasha act like she be tearing the house down. I'm sorry, but everybody try to say Candy can't sing, but Tasha vocally, and this is no shade, but vocally Tasha's not up there with like a Jennifer Hudson and it's not to compare people. It's not to compare, but it's just how her attitude is carrying. Like, girl, you be saying, oh, Candy one of the leads because I was the lead singing all this, and it's just like, girl, Tasha, like, yeah, you were singing some of the leads and everything, but vocally, and yeah, she's grown vocally, but them fast runs she be doing, like, no, Tasha, you need to get a little bit of control over your voice, a little bit more control. It's just sad to see somebody have that same attitude. I don't know how it was back in the day, so I'm just going off the show and what they were saying, that she was the same way back in the day. She doesn't seem like a team player, and I believe that's why she hasn't gone far in her career. She can try to blame Candy, her sister, the church, her record deal, Jermaine Dupri, So Def, Columbia. No. Check yourself, Tasha. Check your attitude. You can be a mediocre singer But people will be more willing to work with you because you have the right attitude versus somebody who probably can really, really sing but has a nasty attitude. They will pick the mediocre singer over you. And y'all be trying to say Candy can't sing, but look at what Candy's career is. And you know, let me tell you what I appreciate about Candy. The fact that Tasha, they said that Tasha was going to do her solo thing. Candy said she was doing her solo thing, but Tasha was trying to set up her solo career on the back of Xscape with their third album or something like that. And, you know, I feel that, and I am inspired by Candy Burris because Candy did not let Xscape breaking up stop her. It was actually a blessing in disguise for her. She didn't just mope around how I feel, no offense, that Tasha has been doing over the years. She found another avenue, which is her and Tiny wrote songs. Xscape was probably the best thing. Breaking up Xscape. Well, Xscape breaking up was probably the best thing that happened to Tiny and Candy. Just her career started to flourish after that. It really did. And so I am inspired by Candy when it comes to that, because Candy, let me tell you something, Candy's going to make her money. Candy, and I watched her whole speak on it, and Candy's on YouTube. I mean, Candy don't need that YouTube money, but Candy on YouTube, but it's okay, Candy, you come on YouTube. But Candy has money. Like, she does businesses, she helps people out. You know, you can say what you want to say about Candy, but it doesn't seem like Candy dwells on things. She kind of like finds a way to get herself out of it. And Tasha can really learn from Candy in that aspect. I'm sorry. It seems like Tasha has been stuck in the 90s. And I feel like this go around, her sister Tamika is like, oh no, I'm not about to let this pass me by this time. I'm going to get with the program. And that's right. And she said she's been blindly taking up for her sister and everything. As you, I mean, no offense, your family is your family, blood is blood. You gonna have their back regardless. Your siblings, yeah, they could be wrong, but, and yes, you do have to call them out on some things, but for the most part, you gonna be on your family side. Especially if it's nothing like egregious or anything like that. But so I feel like, you know, Tasha, she's setting up her solo project with gospel and everything, but she's not trying to tour with the group. And it's just like, it's that attitude that's like, girl, look at yourself. Somebody needs to tell you about yourself. Your attitude is not the most, like, Tasha seems like she's not the most pleasant person to be around. She doesn't seem fun. She seems like she will have a issue with everything. This is what she's just portraying on the show, in my opinion. I'm not saying this is how she is, but that's what it gives me. And then Tamika, you know, explains that Tasha is her mother's favorite. I mean, it's unfortunate, it's unfair, but she's being honest. And it's like Tasha throws her big sister title around to where Tamika has to like kind of like listen to her, bow down to her. But girl, just because you're the older sibling, you can be wrong too. And for Tamika to say that you and Tasha and her husband spent her money, but you want to say, oh, family, 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 girl, why you spend your sister money allegedly? That is not, to me, I don't like that. And then the mother said, according to Tamika, you don't know what she was going through. I don't care what she would have been going through. You keep going through it and give me my check. And ask me, can you borrow some money? And let me think about giving it to you. But you don't go, I'm going through something. Oh, let me go deposit your check. No, that's not how it works. Oh, because you the oldest sibling. Oh, I could deposit your check. Girl, if that really happened, Tasha should be shaming herself. I'm sorry. You don't spend, I mean, you don't steal nobody money. But dang, you gonna steal your siblings' money, your sister money? I think it's just them two. You gonna steal your sister money? And she said she was pregnant and one of her oldest daughters was in college, I think Ocean. You ought to be shamed. Tasha, you ought to be shamed if that's what really happened. I don't like that. I don't like that, Tasha. And, you know, I really believe Tasha needs to work on her attitude. And I feel like you need to give Tamika her money back. If that really happened, give Tamika her money back. She said, what, 30,000? Give her money back. Stop stealing, allegedly. You don't steal from people. I don't like that. Don't steal. And then your sister. You wrong. Walking in the meetings with this grand, I could not be in no group with Tasha. I could not be in a group with Tasha. Making it seem like if she's not there, the group won't go on. I don't like for people to have that attitude. Girl, the group will go on, Tasha. I mean, yes, you can sing, but in my opinion, Tasha don't be singing. Girl, Tasha, not like that, but you don't be singing like that is my living in vain with current clock shit. You don't be tearing the house down like that. You don't be singing like no Jennifer Hudson. Not to say that you have to compare. And you know what I like about Jennifer Hudson? When she was on American Idol, this is why I love Jennifer Hudson. She had no control over her voice when she was doing that audition. But Jennifer Hudson is so humble that she worked on her craft. She seems like a pleasant person to be around, and she seems like, you know, singing is the mission for her. To me, Tasha is all about like who is in charge. To me, it's not even about the singing. It's like, I should be in charge. This is my opinion, and y'all should listen to what I have to say. That's what I get from Tasha. But she went on Jennifer Hudson went on American Idol, had no control over her voice. I don't know if she got a vocal coach or what, but Jennifer Hudson is a powerhouse, okay? And not winning American Idol was the best thing that happened to her. The best thing. Had she won American Idol, I don't think her career would be as far as it is now. Why do you think she gets so many, and then she lost a lot of weight? Jennifer Hudson looks good. She gets she has a talk show. She was on Dreamgirls, stole the show. No offense. Beyonce stole the show. Y'all better not sting me. Y'all be Beyonce people. Y'all bees better not sting me. But showed up and showed out on Dreamgirls. And she really, really can sing. Like, Jennifer Hudson, I don't feel gets the enough credit, the credit that she deserves. Jennifer Hudson really can sing. I'm sorry. That girl can sing. But I don't want to compare the two. I just want to say, Tasha, girl, if you want to go further in life, you're going to have to work on your attitude. Stop throwing, like, I don't want to use the word. Stop throwing your big sister card and making it seem like Tamika got to do everything that you say. Like, girl, we sisters. But yeah, when y'all was at that meeting, you didn't want to talk to her. Yeah, you know we sisters. We hug each other. Tasha. Come on now, Tasha. Girl. I don't like that. I feel like if you're in a group, you gotta be, you have to be a team player. If you want to be a diva, be solo. But your solo career never went anywhere. Candy said the album never came out. I wonder why. You keep trying to blame Candy. She said, go talk to the So Deaf. That's right. Go talk to So Deaf. Go talk to the people who's working your album in the album. It can't be because, oh, Candy said don't bring her album out. If you was a powerhouse and knocking it down like you said, your album would have came out regardless. Something else happened. It's not Candy. Candy would get mad because I was singing lead and she wasn't singing. And it probably was some type of tension in the group. But not to the extent that Tasha is trying to put all this stuff on Candy, like Candy is the one that kind of stopped her career. No, you, to me, stopped your own career. Cause, like, based on your attitude, like, girl, I wouldn't want to work with you. I wouldn't. I'm sorry. I just wouldn't want to work with Tasha. I just wouldn't. I just wouldn't. And then Tamika, says that she used to just blindly take up for her sister and everything, and I think she probably feel like she missed out on a lot because of that. Maybe her career was stagnant because of that. She said, no, not this time. That's right, Tamika, get your money, girl. Not this time. Every picture I see with Candy and Tiny, Tamika in it. That's right. Not this time. I'm getting my coin. That's right, Tamika. Tasha, leave Tasha. Bye, Tasha. Bye. Bye. I'm sorry. That was my sister. My sis. But that attitude ain't going to get us to nowhere. And they going to lump us in together. No. No. I'm not impressed. Walking out of the meetings, like, you could tell when singing is not the love of somebody. Yes, they may like to sing and they think they love to sing, but they will put all other things aside and focus on the music, which I think Candy be doing. Candy be focusing on the music. Tasha just let her ego get in the way, and it's like, girl, you don't even be like blowing like that. And it's not, and I'm not saying Tasha can sing, but it's giving like Candy was jealous of her and whatever. Yeah, she sounded good back in the 90s, but singing has progressed since then, and to me it's like Tasha kind of sings like she's still back in the 90s. That's just my opinion. But you know, I wish them the best. I wish Tasha would have a self-reflection and just look at herself and see how, you know, it could be that people just don't want to work with you because of the attitude that you present. You may be totally different, but from what we can see, from what I see, I couldn't be in a group with Tasha. And she said she couldn't make it so good, get somebody else the part. We'll take turns singing Tasha part. Tasha part. Oh, I don't want to come. Girl, it's a group. It's a group. It's a group. It's not the Tasha and the Xscape. It's Xscape. It's Xscape. It's not Tasha and Xscape. It's Xscape. It's not Candy and Xscape. It's Xscape. I think that's pretty much, that's all that was in the show that I can remember and that I wanted to talk about. When I watched episode 3, I'm gonna get more and more, you know, I'm gonna do the episode. But from what I can see, Tasha's trying to make it seem like Candy was the demise of the group and not have her album come out and all that. Girl, Tasha, no, I don't think Candy had that much power back then. And if she did, you still can't get mad at Candy. Get mad at the people who actually produced the CDs, who you sang with, who you were in the studio with. Not Candy. Not at that time. Candy had that much. Now, Candy probably, you know, could give a word and you out of there. But back in the day, no. And I'm not saying they didn't have no fights or nothing, but no, you're not about to put all that on Candy. No. I have common sense, and I know that, what she told Jermaine, don't bring her album out. That's going to make you money. That's going to make the So Def money. And you think they're going to listen to her because she said don't do it? And you was, you know, going to be solo and you doing all this singing and you sound good and all that. And they going to say, Candy said, no, don't bring her album out. And they just going to say, okay. No, that don't even sound right. It doesn't even sound right. So that's my review of episode 1 and 2. And yeah, I will see y'all in the next episode. Bye.